So continuing with the Kydex sheath stuff, you'll note this is a different knife because I didn't have my camera with me when I did the last one. So the key point is that you take your Kydex, once you've cut it to shape, you put it in an oven, just an ordinary, regular food oven. Some people use little toaster ovens, just needs to be heated up, not a microwave, just heat it up to around 180 degrees, 170, 180. If you have it above 200, it burns, so you don't want to get it too hot. If you have it too soft, it doesn't get pliable enough. Once you've done that, get out of the oven. You've got to be quite quick here, and it is hot, it's 180 degrees, so put gloves on, and then I'm going to put this into the knife and then wrap it in this press. This press is something I made years ago just to test it out. Basically, I kept meaning to make a better one. I haven't got around to doing that because this one does work. It's just a couple of bits of wood, a hinge, and a couple of bits of rubber. Honestly, the rubber is a bit munted. I need to replace it with better rubber. You can actually get special Kydex foam. I don't know what it is. One day maybe I'll treat myself. Anyway, in the meantime, here's we go. So we get our gloves on, we don't want to burn ourselves. We have the oven on, we have the Kydex sheet in here. We take it out, we put it there, we put that there, and what we do is we just fold it over. Keeping it in place until that goes on. Then grab yourself a clamp and clamp it down. Now, it may work, it may not. The good thing with Kydex is that if you bugger it up and it's not quite in the right position, you can just chuck it back in the oven and reheat it. Until you get it just right. Now when I'm putting it in that bit of the knife in the Kydex, you might not have noticed I didn't put it right to the edge. I brought it back a couple of centimeters from the edge, and then I folded it over so that the two sides met. And that is called a taco style. Other way of doing it, what I was doing on the one you might have seen previously, I was cutting two pieces, putting one on top of the other, and that's called a pancake. The terms are not really important. The fact is, this one I've just folded it over, and the other one I have just placed two pieces on top of each other. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. If you do it in a pancake style, you have more eyelets in it, holding it together. Costs more to make, but you have more attachment points. This style, where you just fold it over, you have less eyelets, so it's slightly cheaper. You have less attachment points. I'm probably going to make a little cradle to hold that when I put the clip on anyway, the belt clip. This one's been supplied by a customer. I quite like it. Haven't seen one like this before. It's a little wee thing here. It's got some screws in the back, holes in the back, so I'm going to have to make holes in the Kydex sheath, which I'm going to have to anyway to clip it all together. And then once it's clipped together, it locks in tight. That will go through your belt, and then you push the button and it opens up. Now, I don't know whether he wants it this way up, which I kind of feel like it maybe should go, but I kind of almost feel like I want to put it this way up. The reason is that I don't know, it just feels easy for the button. I don't know, I'll have a play with it and see what I think is best. But this is a nice little clip. I haven't seen one exactly like this before. I usually use bigger ones. This has got some advantages in that it's nice and small and light. It doesn't have the spaces that the bigger ones I have include, so you can adjust it more. But yeah, it's a nice little clip. So I'm going to use this. He supplied it with that sheath that I'm making now and his knife. So yeah, that's Kydex sheath making part 2. I'll leave it in here for about 10 minutes before I pop it open and see if it's worked or not. Like I said, if it hasn't worked, I can adjust it all by chucking it back in the heat, and it will just unfold, and I can do it again, basically try and get it in the right position, because sometimes it's when you fold it over like this, it's just not quite sitting right and it looks funny. Other times it's perfectly fine. And as I said in the previous one, always give yourself more Kydex than you're actually using, because when you bugger it up, and you inevitably will, you can save yourself if you have extra. If you cut it just to what you think is the right size and you buggered it up, then you've lost the whole piece of Kydex even if you fold it back. So add a little bit more and be lucky, or don't be lucky, don't count on luck, and go for experience, and just you lose a bit of Kydex, but hey, that's the name of the game. Okay guys, thank you.